If you're monitoring the situation in the Iceland, you will see that the earthquakes, a swarm of them, have started in the Iceland since the evening last night. And when you look at the map, they're mostly concentrated in the Reykjanes Peninsula. And the timing is after the, 6 p.m. And they continue up to now. And in the Reykjanes Peninsula, the center and the concentration of this epicenter, as we say, is in the volcanic system that we know as Brennisteinsfjöll. And this is where we see this cluster of the earthquakes forming at a depth of the 7 to 6 kilometers and a little bit shallower somehow at later times. Something is rising. It can be purely tectonic. It can be some accommodation, space creation for injection of the magma. Brennisteinsfjöll is in this location, and it's on the boundary between the Eurasian plate and the Americas plate. And I've marked all the transform faults that you see transfer the movement from one fault line into the next. They're transferring in this way from one volcanic system, the movement toward the next volcanic system. We have several of them in the Reykjanes Peninsula. Brennisteinsfjöll is one of the biggest ones. These are created at the plate boundary. Earth is cracked at the plate boundary. This is what we call the cracks. And the cracks are created by these mantle convection cells. And they come from the deep source. When they reach the ground, the actual magma formation happens when the pressure is relieved. The mantle material melts and can rise. And each movement, each pool of these plates creates a volcanic system in sequence. When one erupts, in geological term, next one will be soon erupting. They're all connected to the deep magma source. As you can see here, I've animated it here for you. I have a video about this. Watch this. This is important. It can be the sign for the next eruption in the Schwarzenegger volcanic system. Brennisteinsfjöll volcanic system had some earthquake recently, and there was some fear-mongering about the eruption and something that may threaten the capital, Reykjavik. These earthquakes are at a depth of the 5 kilometer, 4.5 kilometer, like that. Thickness of the earth crust in that area is around 10 kilometers, so we have yet 5 kilometers more to reach the top of the mantle. This is a Brennisteinsfjöll volcanic system after Kristuvik and Reykjanesfjöll. It has one of the hottest spot points. That is good for actually geothermal activity and to absorb the energy and just make electricity out of it. In the past, some of the lava of it may have reached the vicinity of the Reykjavik, but they're not active. Only every 50 years or so you will see that these earthquakes happen. These are transferring the movement from the western side of the Reykjanes ridge toward the east. So they have to move, otherwise they just get compressed. They move also, and that is the pooling of the plates by the Eurasian plate and American plate creating this. There are three Nukakigor, or three craters, three volcanoes, are one of the fascinating tourist attractions in this area. This is a volcano which has been hollowed. Practically, you see the vent, volcanic vent, which has emptied its, lava. Lava have erupted and subsided and just left a cavity. You can go inside it and see what is going on. This is one of the only places in the world you can see that. And this is not far from the Reykjavik. You can go there. And there are safety measures around this. You can go with a lift down that vent of the volcano. You have to rise to the level of the volcano first. This is a mountain. Then you go down again. 213 meter, higher than many hills in the United Kingdom, actually, or Netherlands, or Denmark. And then when you reach the bottom of the crater, you can see that this is the magma chamber for that area, which has been eroded by the lava action. You can see actually what is the dike. You can see the dike and touch the dike. This is where the dike is from. All the geological features, the effect of the heat on the rocks, you can see that. the discolorations due to the different minerals and different heating levels, like when you heat a piece of metal, for example. This is the most fascinating experience I've ever had, and that is what I think that you should go. This fear-mongering actually caused people to go there and enjoy this site. Unique.